folks, Bob here. Bob's Classic Cars and Parts. Hope you guys are doing okay today. We are going on a little trip into Dakota. We're driving the 2000 Dakota Quad cab, 4-wheel drive, 4.7 V8. And we're headed to the town of Louisburg, North Carolina. This should be about a 15-minute drive. So if you've got 15 minutes to spare and listen to me run my mouth. Louisburg is, it's not the next town, but it's the next medium-sized town, I guess you could say. It's not too small, it's not too bad. That's a relative term, of course, but it is the county seat for the area out here, and I've got a job to do in Louisburg today, so we're headed to that job. And it's country out here, very country. Subdivisions are popping up though. We'll go past. I don't know if we'll, actually I think we're going to turn before we get into the subdivisions. The biggest part of them. We'll go down the road here a few more miles after we turn, before we turn, I mean. And man, they're just crazy. But, this is when I moved out here, this was a quiet little road, a lot of farmland. But you know, as time goes on, it turns into subdivisions and urban sprawl. But the truck, let's talk about the truck. That's the purpose of the video. I've had this thing since late June. Put it into service a little more than a week ago. Actually, I think we're coming up on the second week that it's been in service. And I don't know if you can hear, it's got the roar from the big knobby tires. But it drives really good, holds the road really good. It's not a sports car, it's a four-wheel drive truck. I don't try to pretend it's a sports car, so I'm careful around curves. We've got some things we may do to this truck on the channel. I've been working on the air conditioning. Got the air conditioning working pretty good. It's not as cold as I want, but for now it'll work. It's late in the year, it'll be fine. We'll worry about it next spring, I guess. But like I said, there'll be some things that we'll probably do to this truck. We'll see how it goes. One of the things I need to do, I'm probably going to have to replace this stereo. This is a factory stereo. It's got some static in it and it cuts in and out. So pretty sure it needs to be replaced. And I'm probably going to put a factory stereo back in if I can find a good remanufactured one or something like that. Or take a chance on one out of a junkyard. I've got a few stereos in my stash. I'll have one we can try, but I'll do a video of all that when we get to that. Trying out this camera mount. I got a camera mount here for the driver's side window. So here's, I don't know if you guys can see, there's subdivisions right here to the left, and these just go right on out. But we got to turn right here, and they're clearing a bunch of land here. They're going to build a bunch of houses. I'm not sure if I've got this. Is my first time with this window mount, so. If you guys can see, but they've cleared a lot of land to the left. I doubt you guys can see that. Something else. Because of all the growth out here, the property values are skyrocketing. So are the taxes. But then along with that, you go to the store. A lot of folks in the stores nowadays, and the line's backed up. Sometimes it's hard to find a good parking spot. You got to park back in the back 40. And shelves sometimes, well, actually often the shelves are empty. It's just too many people coming in too quick, and they can't keep up. It's been, you go to the store twice a week now instead of once. So go to the gas station and backed up there. There's 3 or 4 gas stations in town, so that's just part of it. When you have rapid growth, you do have rapid rises in your real estate value, but you also have those kind of issues. It's a nice little drive. Like I say, the truck drives really good. It's got 218,504 miles on it. 4.7. got some vintage cars. All right, I got one vintage car and a couple of classics. We get those where they're a little bit more reliable than they are right now. We'll do some road drives with those with a camera mounted in the car. And I think one of the field agents has got some plans. Field agent 880, he's got some plans to do some stuff like that as well. Some of the cars he's got over there. He just got a couple of Torinos. We'll have them on the channel here soon, I hope. They're not running. I'm not sure what he's going to do with them. He's probably going to sell them both. I don't think he's got so many oars in the water now, but he had a chance to buy these Torinos. Guy wanted them out of his yard. He was done with them. So he got those two. But yeah, just something we thought we'd try. Little windshield mounts, hands-free kind of a deal. I keep my hands on the steering wheel, and there's a little Pontiac right there. I don't know if you guys saw it, like a 65. That was probably a Bonneville or a Catalina. It's been there forever. I've lived here over 2 decades. That car's always been there, never moved. It looks like it's in good shape, but it obviously hasn't run. Been sitting there for all this time. All right, right here we're going to turn on the 56 highway, and you go to the left, it takes you further out in the country. If you go to the right here, it takes you into Louisburg, the town of Louisburg, which is where we're headed. Actually, go to the left, takes you to Franklinton. What am I thinking? Franklinton, North Carolina, but we're going to Louisburg. There's something coming. He's going about. Oh, he's turning. Okay, good. All right. He got real slow. I was thinking he was broke down when he was turning. All righty. Come here a little ways, probably about 5-6 miles up across the old airport. A buddy of mine I was talking to the other night. He's like, I'd love to buy that and turn it into a drag strip. The asking price on that is $240 million, so I think that was a little more than he had. It'd be cool to, I hate to see it get tore up, and it's got nice buildings and all. I hate to see them tear it up and turn it into a subdivision. That's probably what's going to happen. Who needs an airport, right? Beautiful out here. Nice thing about living where I'm at, I'm not that far from Raleigh. Raleigh's a pretty good sized city. Not that far from Durham. Durham's a pretty good sized city. But I'm right on the edge of the country. So I've got a nice little mix. I'll turn this air conditioning on. Get a little warm in here. especially with the V8s. The V8s, to me, in my opinion, make the difference. Let's get a much, you sacrifice on fuel economy, but you get a much better truck, in my opinion. I know there's going to be people disagree with me. I like having a little power, especially when it's smooth as this truck is. This is out to 218,000, which I don't know if the motor's been replaced, but who knows? You know, you buy a truck 20 years old. That's the airport right there to the right. You see the buildings they got. Of course, the runway goes all the way up in there. Good little ways. They've had some pretty good sized planes land, big little transport planes. They were using that. There was a school there for skydiving, and they had a twin engine plane that they would take the skydivers up. They would jump out. I think the school moved to a different location, I believe. Went up for sale. Man, that sun is, I don't have my sunglasses in this truck. I'm forgetting to put them in the truck. Cornfield over there, a little small. Hope you guys can hear me okay. The noise from them tires is pretty bad. I've gotten used to it. Don't bother. Did it when I first bought the truck. It bothered me pretty bad. I've gotten used to it, and I like the look of it. And I like having them on there when it gets this winter. When we get some bad weather, or if I find myself in a place where I need four-wheel drive, those tires will sure help. I'm sure. How easy this truck drives, unreal. Video to the end, you can tell folks you went from Youngsville to Louisburg in the Dakota. Youngsville, North Carolina to Louisburg. All right. Officially in town now, I think. The city limits started right along in here somewhere. Let's go down the main drag 401 up here. Take you down the main drag, then I when I seek out my customers. So it's called Bickett Avenue, 401 Highway, Bickett Avenue. All right. Seems to be a nice little town. This way for over 2 decades, but I don't come up to this town very often. And Mastercard Armory's on the left. I don't know if you guys can see it. Probably not. Enjoyed the ride into Dakota. Enjoyed the visit to Louisburg. It goes on probably another mile or two that way. Then you're back out in the country again. Alrighty, let's pull in right here. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, hit that like button. We're gonna try to bring you some more content on some different things, and it's all about enjoying the channel. We don't try to get ugly with anybody. Let's have fun with the cars. Thank you guys. Take care.